Do you want to know some of the biggest turnoffs for women? Most men think they can't get high-quality women just because they don't have millions in the bank or lack good looks. But this wrong perception ends up feeding them into a cycle of negativity, where they start chasing money or hitting the gym without even realizing what really matters. You must identify which specific habits are making you a woman repeller. We're about to discuss 11 deplorable behaviors that turn women off in a heartbeat. By the end of this video, you will realize how the smallest of low-quality habits are affecting your opposite gender interactions. So, without further ado, let's dive right in. Number 11. Trying to impress. Low-value men often talk the big game but fail to follow through and lose respect. You must realize that no one, man or woman, likes show-off. But if you're lying to a woman to gain her respect, it's the biggest turnoff. And most women even consider it a red flag. Women have met a lot of men in general. And if you're talking about a fake Lamborghini or even worse, you're picking her up in a rented one, she'll instantly know. Women are experts at noticing things like that. Swagger will see you as materialistic and dishonest in her eyes. It's better to look like a struggling, broke hard worker than a wannabe big shot. Showing your true self will never harm you. The thing that really matters is whether you're trying to improve your situation or not. And that's what's attractive to high-value women. Number 10. Pessimism. It's okay to discuss your bad day with women. It shows trust and mutual respect. But if you're a crybaby who thinks everything bad happens to you, you will lose women. Women realize that high-value men never blame the circumstances. It's well known that we must play with the cards we're dealt. That includes genetic appearance, family status, the country and time you were born in, etc. But how you play the game of life, that's what makes you truly valuable. So, if you're a glass-half-empty guy, you'll most likely repel women. So never blame your fate. If you keep thinking bad things will always happen to you, bad things will happen to you. So focus on positivity and embrace the future to become more valuable. Number 9. Mind games. Do you want to know what's the first quality that attracts women? Honesty. You might have seen your Playboy friends get the prettiest women with mind games. But that's not a long-term or beneficial relationship. Even if you manipulate women and get away with it, they'll know somewhere deep in their hearts that you're not straight with them. Honesty and integrity sparkle in a high-value man's eyes. And if you're lacking that sparkle, you're destined to be a woman repeller. Nothing harms your personality and soul like lies and deception. No man has a good enough memory to be a successful liar. And if you're caught, it's game over. Girls may forgive you, but they never forget about it. Number 8. Poor self-confidence. Men are the dominant members of society, and when a man is in charge and fulfills his responsibility of handling tough situations, women find it attractive. Some women may not admit it, but they love to be dependent on men. Men are the leaders of society, and women are their supporters. Both play an equally important role in each other's lives. That's why women love confidence. So, if you don't value yourself and let others take advantage of you, it's a turn-off. Feeling a little uncertain in life and sharing it with your partner is normal. But if you're in constant self-doubt and unaware of yourself, you'll never gain respect in women's eyes. Number 7. Bad mannerism. Manners make men. The first thing a woman will notice about you after your looks is your manners. Good manners for a man are like wearing an exquisite suit. They never go out of style. You may think that mannerism is old-fashioned, and that showing that you don't care about the world will look cool. But trust us, you will lose all value. Don't perceive it as something you should fake. We're talking about common decency, like chewing with your mouth closed, talking to waiters or delivery boys respectfully, or respecting others' opinions in general. Good manners will open doors that even the best pickup lines can't. On the contrary, if you lack manners, women will be less likely to want to spend time with you. Number 6. Bad hygiene. Women like well-groomed men. Maintaining good personal hygiene shows respect and consideration for yourself, as well as others. Foul body odor, bad breath, and dirty clothing are the biggest turnoffs for women. All these things contribute to creating an unappealing and unattractive image that is very hard to erase. If you can't take care of yourself, how are women supposed to think that you're a responsible person whom they can rely on? Also, bad hygiene depicts how you treat life. In other words, if you live in a dirty place, don't groom yourself, and have zero fashion sense, you most probably live without purpose. You will never see a high-value man in such a condition. And that's why, when you appear unkempt, women instantly know you're not a powerful male and run away from you. Number 5. Arrogance. Arrogance is the biggest trust killer when it comes to relationships with women. Confidence is the shining armor of high-value men. And confidence speaks for itself. It doesn't need advertising. Weak men tend to overestimate themselves. They think they're better than everyone and live in their own little world. They may look confident and collected on the outside, but in reality, their confidence is just a shadow of fakeness that they use to hide their true personality. Women disgust arrogance, as it can make it quite difficult to establish open and honest communication, thus killing the true meaning of the relationship. Here's how the French philosopher Simone de Beauvoir puts it. No one is more arrogant toward women, more aggressive, or more scornful than the man who is anxious about his virility. Number 4. Being boring. It's practically impossible for a high-value man to be boring. That's because they're passion-driven. Being interesting doesn't mean you should have insane experiences or crazy stories to tell. It's just a way of talking. Even if you're passionate about the most boring thing in the world, people will be interested in listening just because of how much energy you bring to the conversation. Low-value men are like energy vampires. They aren't passionate about anything, as they are drifting in life, not living it. That's why women feel bored when they meet a boring man. You should emit energy as if you've got the most interesting knowledge. On the contrary, no woman would like to sit with you for longer than 10 minutes if you have a boring personality. Number 3. Disrespecting others. Disrespecting others is a major turnoff for many women because it indicates a lack of empathy, kindness, and consideration. When a man is disrespectful towards others, it creates an uncomfortable and unpleasant social dynamic that can be off-putting and alienating. Disrespect can manifest in a variety of ways, such as by speaking over others, belittling their opinions or ideas, or making derogatory comments or jokes. If you are making fun of others, women will see this as a lack of emotional intelligence. It can demonstrate an inability to recognize and respect the boundaries and feelings of others, which can create a dynamic of emotional imbalance and power struggles in relationships. Keep this in mind. Cracking a joke is one thing. Making fun of how funny the waiter looks is another. So it's okay to be sarcastic. But if you mock others continuously, women will only see it as a red flag. Number 2. Being a yes man. You will meet countless people in your life, and it's okay to have unique opinions about something. But how you handle being different is what makes you weak or strong. A high-value man always stands for what he believes in. Even if it means going against the 8 billion people on Earth, he won't hesitate. And that's what women adore, to be a man and face the world. On the contrary, being a yes man is the biggest turnoff for women. It basically means you're scared to walk alone. You rely on others and don't value your own thoughts. It's a sign of a lack of assertiveness and creates an imbalance and discomfort in relationships. Women value men who are able to be true to themselves and set boundaries when necessary, rather than constantly trying to please others and avoid conflict. Being a yes man creates an impression of weakness that isn't attractive or appealing. Number 1. Self-obsession. Being confident is good and makes you look powerful, but being self-obsessed is another story. Women value men who are present and attentive to their needs and emotions, and who are willing to engage in meaningful communication and emotional connection. Low-value men who are self-obsessed may struggle to meet these needs, as they may be more focused on themselves and their own desires than on the needs and feelings of their partner. So if you wish to attract and maintain fulfilling relationships, you must develop empathy. A man and woman are equally important to each other and play an equal role in a relationship. So if you think it's always about you and your feelings, you will never be able to stay in a meaningful relationship. If you have made it this far, comment down below with the word 100%, so we know that you watched the entire video. For more interesting topics, make sure you watch the recommended video that you see on the screen right now. Thanks for watching.